What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at the most shocking last-minute rumors regarding SummerSlam. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and a non-wrestling channel, Incredible. Number 1. Big changes ahead. With Vince McMahon retiring and the WWE implementing a new regime both in corporate and creative, fans have to be asking whether they should expect any shockers at SummerSlam. Well, the logical answer would seem to be no, as the WWE wants to maintain the appearance of normalcy and stability by avoiding any major changes, creatively or otherwise, and that fans should expect the same consistent entertainment that they've come to expect. It's not going to turn into ECW overnight, let's be fair. However, there are a number of areas where fans could see the beginning of changes in the WWE's creative department, including the content itself as well as the future of the Undisputed Champion. Number 2. The TV14 teaser. One of the big questions on fans' mind is whether the rumors of the WWE adopting a TV14 rating are true. As we've noted in previous news videos, there's no clear-cut difference between what constitutes TVPG and TV14. However, SummerSlam seems like a good place to test the waters for pushing the envelope. If the WWE wants to experiment with TV14, look for it at SummerSlam, where the WWE can use edgier content, including harsher language than the fans are used to. If the WWE does go on this route, it'll be interesting to see if they push the envelope and blame things on live TV, such as a wrestler dropping an F-bomb accidentally or on purpose. If nothing else, you can be certain there'll be heightened interest in the biggest party of the summer thanks to the new creative team. Number 3. A new sheriff in town. Or will Roman retain the Undisputed Championship? Will the Usos continue their Undisputed Tag Team Championship reign? Well, one would think that the WWE wouldn't want to rock the boat, but what if the WWE decides Reigns isn't cutting it as a part-time champion? You may recall that Vince McMahon was fine with Roman making limited title defenses, and rumor has it that McMahon was convinced titles were of little value when it came to selling premium events and live events. Even so, what of the new regime? Triple H is a student of wrestling, and if his run on NXT is any hint of what to expect on the main roster, championships could be important again, so much so that he'll want a champion that can defend the title on a regular basis. This also applies for the main roster's tag team titles. That's not to say that Roman's title run is finally ending at SummerSlam, but the WWE can take it off him at SummerSlam, either with Theory successfully cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase or by having Lesnar win it. Either option opens the door for Drew McIntyre to walk into Clash at the Castle, with fans expecting to see the Scottish Warrior emerge victorious. Drew's already shown he could beat Lesnar, while Drew dropping a match to Theory could lead to a riot. As for Reigns, he could retain going into Clash at the Castle, putting McIntyre over and giving the fans a great go-home moment. As for the Usos, as great as they've been, the Street Profits have shown they're the right team to take the titles. This allowed the WWE to give the Profits a high-profile run with the belts and decide if they want Montez Ford to work a singles program. Number 4. An unsuccessful cash-in. Now is Theory being set up to fail? Well, that's a conjecture of at least one wrestling pundit who believes Theory won't be successful in cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Rumors have it that Theory might cash it in, and if he does, he might be unsuccessful against Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. The Madman Wrestling podcast Andrew Zarian reported that Cody Rhodes was originally going to win the briefcase, a story that's been disputed by other wrestling pundits, and that Theory won the briefcase in order to ensure Rhodes' path to glory after he returns from his current injury. He mentioned he's going to win the US title again, he's going to beat Lashley, he'll cash in but he'll lose, so remove the Money in the Bank from everything, so you just remove the whole storyline. Do you think Theory will join the others with unsuccessful cash-ins such as John Cena and Baron Corbin? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 5. More matches. Well, SummerSlam currently has 9 matches, and fans will likely see at least 1 or 2 additional bouts. Last year's SummerSlam featured 11 matches, and the WWE just added the Mysterios vs Judgment Day in a no disqualification match, and another match kinda seems likely. This is a Big 4 show, so expect extra matches for the premium event to run 4 hours, especially since the WWE likes to take advantage of big shows to juice the ratings for its premium events on Peacock. Number 6. NXT call-ups. With Triple H running the show, could fans see some NXT call-ups? SummerSlam is a high-profile venue and could be a great place to debut, say, Toxic Attraction or even Mandy Rose, depending on how she fares in an NXT Women's Championship defense on 26 July. Indeed, NXT is brimming with quality female talent, and fans have to wonder how the main roster's women's division will be promoted given Stephanie and Triple H's prominent role. Number 7. The Bayley Broken Record. Bayley is coming back, and this time we're sure of it. Rumor has it that Bayley has been cleared for an in-ring return since around Wrestlemania, but as fans know, fighting through the fog of rumors to find the truth can be daunting. So many possibilities abound. Is Bayley dealing with a difficult recovery? Is the WWE giving her time off? Or is the WWE figuring out which brand to put her on? Short of a stalled recovery, there doesn't seem to be a reason why Bayley is still out, so expect her at SummerSlam or on TV very soon. Number 7. The Return of the Queen. While fans are uncertain when they can expect Bayley back, Charlotte Flair's return at SummerSlam seems inevitable. The Queen has been gone since taking time off for a wedding, and short of her showing up on the 29th July SmackDown, fans should expect Flair to insert herself into the SmackDown Women's Championship match between Liv Morgan and her challenger Ronda Rousey. Number 8. Naomi and Banks back. With Vince McMahon out, could the WWE work out a reconciliation with Naomi and/or Sasha Banks? While we've heard the same chatter as everyone else as both superstars' contracts are either up or about to be up, that doesn't rule out a return though, and the WWE may make them a lucrative deal if for no other reason than to keep them away from signing with, well, you know who. Number 9. Jake Paul lending a hand? Could the WWE Universe see Logan Paul's brother Jake show up to even the odds should The Miz's new henchman Ciampa try to aid the WWE's A-lister? This could be difficult to pull off since Jake is scheduled to box Hashim Rahman Jr. on 8th August. It's unknown if Jake has any no contest clause built into his boxing contract, but the WWE would love to book a tag team match between the brothers Paul and Miz and Ciampa, especially if they can deliver the mainstream publicity WWE officials are likely to drool over in anticipation. Number 10. Edge makes a statement. Edge didn't return to Raw at the Garden despite reports he would make his long-awaited comeback from the storyline injury he suffered at the hands of the Judgment Day. Now we discuss how the Judgment Day needs a serious boost if it's going to be taken seriously, and an Edge return could be the proverbial final nail in the coffin for Balor, Ripley and Priest. Still, they looked strong on last night's Raw, so all is hopeful. Number 11. The Flight of the Phoenix. There's been talk that Edge might not be alone when he returns to the WWE. You probably heard the rumors of Beth Phoenix joining Edge, which makes sense when you think she's likely eager to get some payback on Rhea Ripley for beating down Edge. While it's unlikely that an intergender match with Edge and Beth take on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley is going to spark the smoldering Judgment Day storyline, it may be enough of a novelty to give the WWE time to salvage the storyline. Number 12. Dominic Mysterio turn. Speaking of the Judgment Day, is Dominic Mysterio going to turn on his father? Well, the WWE wisely avoided this turn during Rey's 20th anniversary celebration, but what of SummerSlam? With Rey and Dominic taking on the Judgment Day at SummerSlam, a Dominic turn could help both his career and the Judgment Day's longevity. The only problem is whether a Dominic turn will be overshadowed by the return of Edge. And what about the Montez Ford turn or Angelo Dawkins? Well, there's another turn that could be coming, one the WWE Universe doesn't seem enthusiastic about. With continued chatter that Montez Ford will be going solo, fans will have to wonder what that means for the Usos vs Street Profits match. If the Profits lose again, will they take their frustrations out on each other? If they do, who will be the heel and who will be the babyface? But there you have it folks, the most shocking rumors you need to know about SummerSlam. Be sure to leave your comments down below and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.